workouts with a 5 to 10 minute cardio warm-up on any cardio machine. On leg days, I like to either use the stepper or walk on a high incline. Yesterday was my rest day, so I sat down for most of the day, so my hips and my lower back were really tight. So what I'm doing right now just opens up my hips, stretches out my glutes and my lower back. I usually do some sort of dynamic warm-up for 5 to 10 minutes before actually getting into the weights. I don't recommend stretching before you hit the weights. It is not a proper way to warm up. You want to get on a cardio machine for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you want to do some sort of dynamic warm up to warm up your muscles. You don't want to do static stretching before you lift. You want to do that after you lift. Right here, I'm doing side to side leg swings, and I'm also doing a single leg squat, and I do 10 reps usually, or 20 if I'm still really tight, and I like to repeat this for a total of 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, the first superset is going to be a dumbbell squat with cable kickbacks. I'm standing on 2 plates because the dumbbell that I'm using is 130 pounds and I need to be elevated so I can go low enough. It is very important to keep your neck in line with your spine, keep your core tight, your back straight, and push through your heels. Try to control the weight and don't just slam the weight down because it could really hurt your lower back. So just focus on muscle-mind connection, focus on your breathing, focus on keeping your core tight. Pick weight that challenges you for the reps that you're trying to do, but also remember about form. Form is very important. And right here, I just added a couple of body weight squats to burn out. For the cable kickbacks, I'm just using regular handles. And you guys will notice that I am on my toes. And that is because I'm trying to focus on just working one side. If I put my foot all the way down, the opposite side tends to be worked more than the side that I'm actually trying to work. I hope I'm making sense, but I've been doing this for the past couple of leg days and I've noticed that I actually feel it more. It is very important to go slow and pick weight that actually allows you to engage your glute and not your quads. This next superset was actually one of the hardest ones I did today because that damn dumbbell is so heavy. I don't know why a 130-pound dumbbell feels a lot heavier than a barbell that is loaded. Just like any other exercise, it is very important to keep your core tight, your back straight, and push through your heel. I like to hump the dumbbell to engage my glutes. That is the only way I could explain it where my clients actually know what I'm talking about. And then I moved on to a bodyweight Bulgarian split squat, and I hate this exercise. I always hear people say that it targets their glutes, but it always hits my quads. But today I tried a little bit of a different variation. If you notice, I'm kind of going forward when I come up. You will see right here. And that way I can actually focus on activating my glutes and not my quads, and I actually really liked it, so next time I'm going to try it with weights. Alright, so for this superset I was only using, I believe that's a 60-pound preloaded barbell. I did full barbell thrusts, and I like to go slow and really engage my glutes on the top of each rep. And I immediately went into barbell pulsating thrust, so it's basically the same thing, but I just don't go all the way down, and you will see that in a little bit. But after that, I moved on to single leg thrust with no weight, and you will see that in a couple of clips. and I like to go slow, really engage my glutes. And if you notice, most of the time I like to bring my toes up, and the only reason why I do that is because it kind of reminds me to just use my hamstrings and my glutes and not let my quads take over. The next exercise in this superset is a barbell straight leg deadlift, and if you notice, I kind of bring down the dumbbell and let it stretch me out, and that way I just feel it more on my hamstrings. I like to squeeze my glutes on the top and just really focus on controlling the weight. I like to keep my back straight, core tight, and just focus on muscle-mind connection. For this next superset, I use a 50-pound kettlebell. You could use a dumbbell, but I prefer a kettlebell. But if you don't have access to a kettlebell, you can go ahead and use a dumbbell. So this exercise right here is basically a squat and a deadlift put together, and squatting down, so you squat down, you straighten out your legs, and you deadlift it up. That is 1 rep. I like to use lighter weight for this exercise just because it allows me to really focus on engaging my hamstrings and my glutes. Again, like every other exercise, keep your core tight, back straight, and focus on muscle-mind connection. I supersetted that with kettlebell swings. I just like to squeeze my glutes and push through my heel. The last superset is just a dumbbell hamstring curl, and I prefer using a dumbbell versus a machine because it allows me to control the weight more and just focus on muscle-mind connection and actually targeting my hamstrings and not getting my calves involved. I supersetted this with a couple of body weight glute isolating exercises, and when you do body weight exercises, it is very important to really focus on muscle-mind connection because it is very easy to just go through the motions and actually not feel the exercise. So I like to go slow and just really focus on the area that I'm actually trying to target. That is going to conclude this commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout, and I hope you guys give it a try. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time.